Hi, Roger Hill, Weathering Heights Consulting. This is the Velco Weather Hazards Outlook. This will be valid the rest of Thursday today through next Wednesday, the 5th of November. We're looking at a little bit of dampness this morning. These are shots of local area of north central Vermont, looking at some scattered patches of clouds, some fog, and a little bit of misty drizzle. A little misty drizzles that we've been seeing this morning, some dampness across some areas, especially across northern Vermont. A little bit of rain shower activity moving on through, keeping things a little bit damp this morning. That's all on the wane, and that should be moving on out. It was enough to cause a few hundredths of an inch across portions of northern Vermont, and again, all in the form of light rain shower activity. Now, looking at the current surface conditions across a wide area of the U.S., we're looking at conditions out of the northwest here, this northwesterly flow. It's been bringing in, again, these light sprinkles across northern Vermont. Drier air upstream means that things are going to dry out a little bit, and we'll even have some breaks of sunshine for a good section of Vermont a little bit later on today. And the overall condition is that, well, fairly dry weather actually developing for this afternoon. Some good project weather the rest of Thursday to be expected, as well as all day on Friday, Halloween Day. And temperature conditions upstream just a little bit cooler, so slightly cooler advecting in along with slightly drier air. This is a weather system we'll have to watch. It's a kind of a complex system that will be developing for later on in the week. We'll get to the computer models here. And looking at the latest computer models for the lower 48, weather systems pretty much diminish for the afternoon. It's going to be another cool night overnight tonight. And then we see this complex system right here developing in the Great Lakes. This is going to shoot off with jet stream energy and hook up with this area of low pressure developing off the coast. All of this will be taking a track pretty far out to sea, and we'll watch the progress of that. This is a nor'easter that will be developing with one surface low down in off the southern portion of North Carolina near Wilmington. Another area, 995 millibar, will shoot off to the northeast. The whole thing will be absorbed and consolidate eventually here. And as it does, this is the main effect here with the nor'easter 991 millibars, pretty far off to the south and east of Cape Cod. So the net effect is we get a little bit of precipitation, but not much on Saturday. Everything kind of swings way wide right and is really a problem for Nova Scotia and back up into New Brunswick, some parts of down east Maine. One of the things we will be seeing, however, some stronger gradient winds developing roughly during the afternoon hours on Sunday. And with decent mixing conditions, these winds could exceed, in some isolated spots, mainly across parts of southern and central Vermont, they could exceed 40 miles per hour. This is not looking like a real big deal, however. Eventually, high pressure builds in for some nice weather on Monday. So we have the rest of Thursday, all of Friday, and now next Monday to look forward to in terms of good project weather. Beyond that, looks like a little bit of precipitation will squirt in with a frontal system. This little moisture here will get in here, it looks like, on Tuesday afternoon with the next chance for some rain shower activity. This does look like rain shower activity. However, late in the season and beyond this period, a little bit later on down the road, you see this area of low pressure here that's going to be developing near the U.S.-Canadian border. It's a possibility that it could bring us a little touch of snow this along about next weekend. We're talking about the 8th of November, way down the road a piece. But otherwise, things look relatively dry in terms of snowfall. Really not a big deal. Just a little bit on our mountains, just kind of a little extra frosting for decoration. It looks like Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and probably get a good look at that on Sunday when the clouds do clear away. In terms of snowfall, this is valid Sunday about 1 o'clock in the afternoon with the time change up and coming. Just about a half-inch of snow indicated in some of our central and southern Green Mountains, and of course a little more toward the White Mountains. The main area to be hammered down East Maine, back up into New Brunswick. Here's a look at the GFS ensemble. You can see generally rain showers turning over to snow showers with the blue tracer whiskers here. And we're not talking about very much. And then back, it looks like it does warm up down the road a piece. And in terms of temperature, well, we're looking at 850 millibars, roughly the top of Mount Mansfield. Temperature is aloft will be cold, below 0 degrees centigrade, cold enough to snow. It does look like they rise up, and we're looking at scattered rain shower activity after late in the day on the 3rd into the 4th and beyond. And you can see the max min, max min, max min. and temperatures will be coldest around the 2nd and 3rd of November as we get into this weekend and just a little bit beyond, and then a little bit of a warm-up as we head in toward next Tuesday into Wednesday. Water Prediction Center, quick look at the accumulated precipitation through the morning hours next Thursday. We're less than a 25/100ths of an inch. And not a lot to see here for temperatures running about near normal. Again, this is where colder than normal weather will occur, and with a little bit of a warming taking place. The Chinook winds of portions of Alberta, and this gets down into the high plains sections of the country. And a little further down the road, it looks like that cooler weather then eventually does work into the region. This will happen over the weekend and into next week. Waiting the 3 to 7 day Water Prediction Center ideas with the temperatures basically this will be valid into next week. It looks like Thursday night. So near normal here, a little bit of a warm up, a little bit of a cool down for us. And the Iowa State Meteogram generator showing the temperatures generally in the close to 32 degrees. A little bit below that as we see our coldest day, roughly Sunday night, Monday morning, where temperatures get into the low and mid-20s. And then we're back up in temperature with the plan for slightly warmer air working in for next Tuesday into Wednesday. Some indications are the Europeans hinting at temperatures basically above the 50-degree mark as we get back into the low 50s. That is close to normal for this time of year. And one small thing to keep an eye on for the tropics, we do have this weather disturbance that's located here. It's being sheared, and any kind of a track would take it out well off the coast, and not too many worries in the tropics. We'll have to keep a close eye on it, though. That's all for today. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights Consulting.